Most people are making this one main mistake when it comes to staying in the vibration of their chosen reality long enough to actually manifest physical change in your 3D world. It's super easy to stay in the energy of your ideal reality when everything is going great, when things are going positive. But it's a completely different story for you to hold on to that energy when the 3D is not cooperating. And if you don't learn how to maintain the frequency of your next chosen reality during that lull, during those hard moments, during the times when it feels like nothing is working, you're going to stay stuck in that in-between phase where you're working your ass off to manifest what you want, but not getting it. So you're feeling the frustration of not being able to achieve it. And that energy does not move you forward. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. It's the snake eating its tail. And this is why you can stay stuck for years, even though you're thinking positive and you're doing the work. There is a higher level frequency that you have to maintain that goes beyond what you're doing in your regular everyday life right now, that you have to stick to and push through in order to see change in your physical reality. And it's when you do this consistently over time that you will see change in your physical reality. And it can happen fast, but it's not going to happen until you change internally and allow the 3D reality to follow. What is up, my fellow dreamers, soul searchers, iconic babes? Welcome to another episode of Roxy Talks. I'm coming at you from my beautiful oasis backyard, which I manifested. I am your manifesting mindset coach extraordinaire, your highest timeline oracle, and I'm here to help you get everything you ever fucking wanted and become the person that you came to the planet to be. If this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, and if you're enjoying this video, please like and share this so that we can reach as many people as possible, because everybody needs to be on their highest timeline and do the thing that they came to Earth to do. And liking, sharing, and subscribing helps make that happen. It helps spread the word and get as many people on board so that we can actually change planet Earth and turn this into a beautiful, peaceful oasis like it's supposed to be, like this backyard all over the planet. And hit the bell notification while you're at it so you know every time there is a new video uploaded to my channel. Now, I know that it is not always easy, and I know I'm affirming that, but I'm saying to be real, I know that it's not always easy to stay in that high vibe energy, especially when shit's not actually happening. You don't want to be delusional. You don't want to lie to yourself, but you want to get where you're going. You know that manifestation requires trust. It requires you to believe, and it requires consistency. So if what you're trusting and believing in consistently is that it's kind of working, it's not working, I wish it would, I don't know how, that is its own reality you're creating. That's a reality full of its own affirmations. Those things that you're repeating, that worry, that doubt, that misunderstanding, that why isn't it working, that frustration, that banging your head against the wall energy, that in itself is its own energetic frequency. And the equivalent 3D reality is going to continue to manifest in your world as long as that stays your dominant vibration. Most people are making this one main mistake when it comes to staying in the vibration of their chosen reality long enough to actually manifest physical change in your 3D world. And it's that they're staying high vibe only when things are going good, when it's positive, when the 3D reality is complying with their manifestations. But when things are down, when they feel down, when it's not working, when the 3D isn't cooperating, then they don't believe anymore. And what happens is it creates this roller coaster of up and down of belief, disbelief, belief, disbelief, belief, disbelief. Manifestation is simply a mirror. It is simply your thoughts mirrored out into the 3D reality. So if you're doing boing, 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 if you're plinkoing with your thoughts, if you're going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, then you're certainly not going to get a continuous forth reflection in your 3D reality. You're going to get some back, some forth, some back, some forth. And what does that equal? Stagnation. Okay, if you grew up in the 90s, you know, Miss Paula Abdul told us 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, you go nowhere. You just expend energy and you create frustration. And it perpetuates the story that what you're doing isn't working and that you're not able to get what you want. And then you come here, you watch content like this that's like, oh yeah, just fucking believe in it, bitch. And you're like, I'm believing, but where's the action? Where's the 3D reality going to give me something back? Well, I'll tell you where. It's when you can push through that and maintain it no matter what's happening. You have to maintain that higher level mindset, that higher level expectation, the higher frequency of where you're going in order to get there. And it has to stay on the majority side the majority of the time. So think about the fact that there are 24 hours in a day. You're only awake for like 18 of them, let's say. So you have 18 hours a day. You can only think one thought at a time, essentially. You can only say one sentence at a time. So that's good. That means there are a finite amount of thoughts that you can fit into an 18-hour period, which means there are only so many affirmations that you can say in a day. That's a good thing because this number right here, this finite number, has a beginning and an end, which means it has a middle. And if it has a middle, then we can find what is the middle plus 1. Now, let's say it's 51%. Let's just make it easy for us. If you apply that 51% every single day, meaning that you are thinking more thoughts, more affirmations, you're believing more on the side of 51% or better, on the side of like, I know this is going to happen. I believe in it's happening. I trust in it. Even if I can't see it, I'm going to let it happen, versus I don't know when, it's not happening. I can't tell. What's the deal? Why isn't it here? That's the negative side, right? That's the quote unquote not believing side. And then you have that middle marker, which is that no man's land we've just talked about, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And then you have everything beyond, and that's the promised land, okay? If you can exist every single day in that 51% or better, you will move reality. If every day you are pushing forward and you are staying in this section that is like, I will believe, I know what's happening, I trust in myself, you're maintaining a higher level frequency energetically, you're maintaining a higher level thought process, you're believing differently, you're looking at yourself differently, you're considering yourself as somebody who does get what they want because they know, they stay focused. They're not wobbling and wavering. You're not questioning what's going on. Your certainty, you existing in this 51% or better, makes reality exist in 51% or better, okay? So push into this section, stay here or better every single day, all day, every day. Even if there are sirens going on, okay? We're just going with it because this message is so important, and we're going to take this as a sign the universe wants you to hear this. This is important, okay? If you spend the majority of your time in the 51% or better, you will move reality. And you'll do it fast because now everything in your energy is pointing toward things working out for you. How do you stay in that energy? Because, oh yeah, it's so easy to talk about. What does that actually look like in your life? Well, I will tell you, I have done this myself. I realized when I was sitting in my job that I hated before I started my business, that all day long that I was sitting around thinking about how miserable I was in my life, that I was affirming that. And for 8 hours every single day, I was affirming that I hated my life and that things weren't working out for me. And I was like, okay, this is not going to work. This is not going to get me where I wanted to go. So I had to, thought by thought, one by one, second by second, I started choosing my thoughts every single day, all day, every day. And eventually, it rewired my mind. It changed my life. It didn't take long either. It took about 6 days. What I did was I gave myself a 30-day challenge where I was like, okay, I am not going to react negatively to my reality for 30 days straight. To be real, the real challenge was I'm not going to be a bitch for 30 days. That's what I really said. I don't want to be a bitch for 30 days. But what I was really saying was I'm going to only think positive things about my reality for 30 days straight, period. I'm going to do it as a fucking challenge. I dare you, bitch. I dare you. So after 6 days, I was changed. Literally, I became a different person. And it was so profound that I started recording it because I was like, oh, this is going to change the fucking world. Everybody in the world needs this. So I created my 30 days of alignment. You can actually download that for free in the link below. I'll leave it in the description. But what happened was after 30 days, then I was like, okay, let's go 60. Okay, let's go 90. And eventually it turned into a lifestyle and a method, which is 360 Method, 360method.co. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below. But what started out as controlling my thoughts so that I wouldn't allow myself to think a negative affirmation simply because I was like, if reality is a mirror, replicate this, bitch. Replicate this and fucking dare you. And it worked. And that's what happened. My life changed dramatically. And if you go back to the beginning of my channel, you can actually see it happen because everything blew up right away and it's all documented. You can go watch the beginning of my channel and see it happen. Me change my life, blow up, manifest this house where we're at now, and begin this whole process. And I'm still here. I'm still doing 360 Method every single day. And it is what has gotten me through 5 years of success in my business and what is going to take me into every freaking stratosphere of my life because it is a full life method. It works in every single area of your life, no matter what. And it works at whatever level you're at, no matter where you are. You can always start 360 or dive back into it. And in fact, me and all of the members of 360 often just started over again and dive back into it and just reapply the methods because it works for everyone, for everything. If you do the method, it works for you. So again, 360method.co, I'll leave that in the link below. Now, at this point, I know that not everybody is an expert. And like I said, I know that it's not easy. I know that because I still work on it every single day. I have to do my own daily rituals every single day to maintain it. And that's why I said, if you work 360, it works. It's not a one and done thing. It's not a magic wand that says, poof, you're fixed, you're done, good, you're going to go forever. No, you are programmed a certain way. You've been programmed a certain way your entire life. So it's like this rushing stream that we're trying to redirect. And there's always the chance for you to get yourself back into the old emotions. And I'm sure you've known that. I'm sure you've done a ton of work on yourself and then felt the backslide. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought I already dealt with this. I thought I already healed this. This is why it has to be a daily practice. And this is why I'm so adamant about 360 method, because every single day you have to wake up and combat who you used to be in order to become who you want to be. So for me, I meditate every single day, non-negotiable, 1 hour every day. Okay, I don't always do 1 hour. I can't always get 1 hour in, but I'd say like 95% of the time I'm doing an hour in the morning. I script every single night. I listen to affirmations during the day. I don't listen to a lot of content that's going to take me out of my mindset, which if you download the free 30 days of alignment, that's day one, is to control the content, the stuff that's going into your mind. So I'm very cautious about what I listen to, what I watch, what I do with my time and my mind all day long, because I know that that's prime manifesting time. It's not just when you're thinking positive, it's all day long. It's 2:42 on a Tuesday in the afternoon when you got a rude comment on your Instagram and now you have to deal with that in addition to all the other shit that you had on your list, right? It is staying in alignment when things are not happening and pushing through it, because that is what it takes to change your reality. Now, there are a number of things that you can do to stay in that energy of your highest self. And I'd love to hear about the ways that you stay tapped in to your highest self. Leave them in the comments below. And if you're looking for a space that provides those rituals every single day and a community that holds you accountable while you're manifesting, check out my Big Beautiful Dreams Club. I will also link that in the description below. At the end of the day, you have to understand that alignment and manifestation is a lifestyle. It is not a thing that you do sometimes to make stuff happen. Manifesting is happening 24/7. You are always either on the frequency of the ideal reality you want to create, or you're not. It's either or. It's easy. You're either on the frequency of getting what you want, or you're fucking not, period. So my job is to help you stay in that frequency all day, every day, period. And that's why I'm all about the deep inner transformation, not just the surface level shit. It's not just about writing down what you want 3 times a day. It is about who am I every moment of my day, because my identity is creating my 3D world. And that's what you need to understand. It's not just about alignment. It's not just about manifesting. It's who you are as a person, what you expect, what you believe, how you react. All of the things that make you who you are also makes your 3D reality what it is. And so when you're able to shift things all throughout on a cellular level, this is when you can make massive shifts in your world and do it very fast, because the combination of thorough rewriting and revising of your mindset and your identity combined with that consistent everyday action, staying in that 51% all day, every day, pushing to the positive, you marry those two, and now you have a precise machine that gets you to your ideal reality. That's what 360 method is. And whether or not you're doing 360, you're still creating your reality. And you still need to know and be conscious of that fact no matter what is going on in your world. The most important thing that you need to know and take away from this video is that when you live as the version who already has it, who always receives it, who knows that it's coming no matter what, your timeline bends, reality bends to match you. But it needs to be real. It can't be a performance. It has to be who you really are if you don't want to lose what you manifest. Making it a practice and not a performance is the difference between actually changing and shifting your world and just seeing glimpses of it. So the 30 days of alignment will get you started. You can download it free right in the description below. And it's going to anchor you into the energy of your next level version every single day for the next 30 days. It's fun, it's simple, and it shifts who you are fundamentally. And when you're ready to create that full 3D reality shift, 360 method is waiting for you. 360method.co. Your ideal reality is already yours. It's waiting for you. You just have to step into the energy of the one, of the knowing, and allow the universe to deliver it to you without doubting, without pushing up against it, because that's what makes it take longer. So I want you to comment down below. I know that I'm getting everything that I want. I know that I'm getting everything that I want. And I want you to use that affirmation when you start to doubt, because this is going to remind you that, hey, nothing is hard. I don't have to do anything. The universe is on it. I'm getting everything I want. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you're ready to dive into the inner work that allows your manifestations to come on autopilot, head to roxytalks.com for everything you need to create the reality of your desires. I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. See you next time.